From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Sulaiman Aledo.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, police uncover plan by terrorists to bomb Abuja transport network. Security forces in covert operations to stop plot. End game for 3 Nigerians as London court sentences them to a total of 13 years in jail for human trafficking. Abuja residents vent their frustrations as an accident involving a petrol tanker and a car cripples movement in the city. And Palestinian death mount as Israel and militants in Gaza exchange rounds of rockets and missile fire.
To make its impact in the National Industrial Revolution Plan.
On sports news tonight, Argentina coach Alejandro Sabella says he's only focusing on tomorrow's World Cup final against Germany rather than talks about his future. Well, the Nigerian police have raised a terror alert saying that they have uncovered a plot to bomb the Abuja transport system using suicide bombers and devices concealed in luggage at major bus stations. Abuja has once again been the target of attacks by the Boko Haram group after 2 years of respite, with 3 deadly bombings since April, including 2 in Nyanya, with 1 in a bus park that killed at least 75 people. The last was on a busy shopping district in Abuja that killed at least 21 people and injured 52 more. Police spokesman Frank Umba explained in a statement that the planned attack is intended to cause panic amongst Abuja residents and visitors. Mr. Umba added, quote, "The police high command has called on the management of motor parks to constantly conduct regular and routine scanning of the environments while insisting on carrying out a thorough search on passengers and their bags as well as vehicles." End of quote. He said in a telephone interview with Channels Television later that covert operations by security operatives are currently ongoing to nip the plot in the bud. Abuja residents plying the Nyanya Maraba axis of the Kefi Abuja Expressway rose up to witness a near immovable traffic following an accident involving a petrol tanker. The petrol tanker conveying fuel was said to have lost control in the early hours of the day and plunged into another car before overturning its products. No lives were lost, but the commuters say spending time in such gridlock when accidents occur poses security threats to those plying the road.
This is the scenario along the Maraba-Nyanya Expressway. Whenever there is an accident on that axis, residents resort to sitting in the traffic at times for 3 hours. The most recent started in the early hours of Saturday when a tanker conveying petrol lost control. Although security men were on hand to save the situation, it ended up causing a gridlock, a situation which many say is not necessary now, considering the security situation in the country.
I'm a student. I can't go. Look at the learning condition. You're trying to improve yourself. You can't even go to the school. For like 3 hours I've been here. I'm having a test. Maybe they are writing the test now. There's nothing I can do. So they should do something. We are calling upon that they should do something. And again, it's imposing more security. Look at the number of people here. Anything can happen. They should not be encouraging traffic to build up like this. No, it's not good.
Those who could not sit in the traffic to wait for long hours had to take motorbikes, while some others trekked using alternative routes. To prevent being held up in the traffic for hours in the future, people here applying the Maraba Expressway appeal to the government to fast-track the construction of the Karishi-Apo Road, which would, upon completion, serve as an alternative route.
It's high time our government should see the need to have alternative routes that in case of the incident like this and the other normal days that the road is so congested, they expand the route, and we still have alternative of bypass that we can have another road that will link from Apasha Barrack here and cut out in Kefi. We also have another opportunity to link another road from here also through Karo up to Kefi, and this thing will really help the masses to open up our economy.
It is unfortunate because most times we have all these experiences in this road. I believe that government should find another way through which people can cross from FCT to Nasarawa State. If there is an accident on this road, it's always like this. Whatever that it is, even the attack of Boko Haram last time, that have always caused people untold hardships on this road. Sometimes you have to spend 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, just because you want to go down to Nasarawa State there. I believe government should do something about that.
As the days go by, residents of Abuja and its environs who ply the Maraba Expressway can only pray that an alternative route or the expansion of the road is expedited. For now, this is what they have to contend with.
Well, good news for students of polytechnics across the country, as the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, ASUP, has suspended its 10-month-old strike. This follows a meeting of the National Executive Council of the Union in Abuja today, where it resolved to direct all striking lecturers to resume work next Tuesday. The ASUP-NEC meeting came 2 days after the leadership of the union met with the new Education Minister, Ibrahim Shekarau. The strike, which started in October 2013, had led to several protests by both the lecturers and their students across the country, calling on the government to accede to the demands of the lecturers in order to end the plight of the students. Now, widows of Nigerian soldiers who are yet to collect gratuities accruing their late husbands are appealing to military authorities to pay them so that they can fend for their children. They made their request known during a visit paid to them by the wife of the Chief of Army Staff, who is also the national president of Nigerian Army Officers' Wives Association, Mrs. Feli Minima, and other executive members of the association. The widows told Channels Television that despite the fact that their husbands died in active service to their fatherland, they have not been given their due.
Grill of emotions as this group of women gather to receive food items from Naowa. It's an apt opportunity to convey their hardship following the death of their husbands. Some say life has not been easy because they've not had access to their husbands' entitlements and are asking that the army does the right thing.
Life is not easy for me. It's because I thank God that God has been sending people left and right to help me. That's how I've been taking care of myself. Because in the army, once your husband dies, 3 months they pay you, they will not pay you again. You will stay without salary. Now I'm 1 year, 2 months now without salary. So it was not easy for me. It's not easy.
We went to Abuja. They told me that they will pay the money. They will send alert to me. I'm still waiting for the alert. I didn't see the alert up to now. I'm begging them to help us and pay our husband money. We were our husband late since, because we are tired with managing and some other things like that.
Presenting the food items such as yam tubers, sugar, and cartons of beverages, Mrs. Minima said the gesture is part of the cardinal objectives of the association to ameliorate the plight of wives of dead soldiers and those still in service.
We are trying to empower the women. That is our first priority. And not only the widows, in the barracks too, and the environs, and it will also give them in turn to give back to the society.
For these widows, this token from Naowa is appreciated, but the bigger picture will be to receive what is rightfully theirs, the entitlement of their husbands, which would help in making life less difficult.
Well, in part 2 after the break, University College Hospital, Ibadan records another first in cardiovascular care. That's in a moment. Stay with us.